Hi folks, 3-Chord Dave here. Thanks for joining me today on the channel for another video, another look at another cool guitar that I found while I was having a look through Facebook here this morning. Now, as you can see, I'm going to show you some pictures of a guitar and the information also for where to find the people and person who made this guitar. So frasersguitars.co.uk, I believe. Will be down the bottom of the screen here, the web address. This is a guitar that this guy made using solely matchsticks. So you can make guitars from pretty much anything. But people go on and on about how, you know, the woods, the tone woods and all that sort of stuff. And it's not an argument I'm going to get into today whether the wood makes a difference. But check this out. This is a pretty cool looking guitar. It kind of looks like somebody spent, I don't know, years and years building it. And of course there's a little story here to tell us that it did in fact take what was it, 18 years. I mean, have any of us sat down and tried to do something over 18 years to make something? That is a long time to put into it. You can see here some very intricate work in the pick guard, and I just love if we look at the full body here, like there's a lot of design gone into this. It looks amazing. From the outer side, the outer edge, I suppose, of the pick guard to the little square design inside, which again is very different to the actual design, and you can see it's a hand done design because it's not perfect lines, perfect shapes in the body itself, but it's all finished in a nice kind of sunbursty finish as well. I mean, I can only imagine how much time and effort was put into this. Obviously 18 years, so I don't think I've ever spent 18 years doing anything. So there you go. I mean, that's just the point. Here's a great example though of some of the intricacies of the work. You can see in this picture it's got a close-up of that pick guard, again all made out of just matchsticks that were differently colored or varnished perhaps, or burnt maybe, I don't know, but there's a great deal of work gone into that. Also the selector knob that you can see there, that was also made out of matches and shaped into what it needs to be. The screws probably not matchsticks, but amazing still that they were done. We can see as well here in this picture that the tone and volume knobs, again made out of matchsticks, every part of them except for the lettering, which is fantastic. If you look at the output jack cover here, you can see that the design is kind of plain and, you know, simple, straightforward, just all the matches laid kind of square. And then we look at this picture, which seems to be maybe an earlier picture because the finish is a lot less dark around the edges, but it does appear to be the same guitar. The output jack cover is actually a little bit more flamboyant, a little bit more I don't know, what would you say, a little bit more extravagant perhaps, and but it's, I mean, both ways look really cool. I actually prefer the simpler version in the darker finished guitar myself, but that's just for me. But I think this is really cool, and it's something that, you know, I will never put 18 years into making a guitar. I don't have the patience or the time to put in to make a guitar out of matchsticks. However, I have always wanted to make my own guitar, and maybe I will take inspiration from this one to actually you know, get that thought process going and think about making guitars. So here's my question for you guys. If you were to make your own guitar out of any material or anything that you've got lying around, what would you do? Would you use one of the kit guitars that you can buy for, you know, about $100 or whatever, and modify it and paint it and make all kinds of changes to it and stuff like that? Are you skilled at, have you ever tried anything like that? Have you skilled at woodwork? Have you like thought of what kind of guitar you would like? Or would you like to just copy something that you've seen, you know, from one of the bigger brands before? Like obviously this is a Stratocaster type guitar. The guy was like, oh, I'm gonna make a guitar, made a Strat. So what would you do? Absolutely interested. I mean, I'd love to, maybe if it was me, I think I might look to make a, like a Les Paul, maybe, like, if you know what a Les Paul is, like a kind of thinner version of a Les Paul might be my my first attempt. But yeah, that'll definitely happen at say some point in the next few years. It's something I'm looking to get into, the luthier skills are something that I need to learn. But this was really cool, and I thought it was a really good thing to talk about on the channel. I hope you enjoyed checking this out. Don't forget, there will be a new video in just a couple of days, so it'd be cool if you could check it out. Don't forget, please, if you haven't already, to subscribe and hit like on the button there, the like button, because that does help the channel to grow, and that'll be cool at the moment. And guys, thanks very much for taking part. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.